What's up, everybody? Toadbeats Guy here, back with Facebook Saturday. Yeah, I was going to do Facebook Friday, but I decided to wait till Saturday so I could give you guys more chance to answer more questions, ask more questions, I should say. And I got a lot of questions, and I filtered through them, and I got a lot of really, really good questions. So if you're not following me on Facebook, go to facebook.com/TonyBeatsGuy and hit that like button. That's how you stay up to date with me. Post when I do live streams, post videos, any questions, stuff like that. Facebook is the way to connect with me. Now we're looking at Action Arcade Wrestling 2, and we're looking at a triple threat match. If you haven't played this game, if you want to check it out, go to Xbox Live Indie Game section, search Action Arcade Wrestling, and you will find this game. There's a demo on there, or you can just get the whole game. The whole game's pretty awesome. And let's get right into Facebook Saturday. First question was asked by a couple people, but what are your thoughts on Tito Ortiz being August 1 warning? Honestly, I thought it was the stupidest thing that could possibly happen. It could have been anybody else, and I would have liked it. The problem I have with this is they're picking an MMA guy who isn't relevant anymore and making him the August 1 warning. Now, even so, they could have gone about it a little bit different. I know it was a live event, and they probably were on a time constraint when they did this, but what happened was his music hit. Basically, it was like a Chris Jericho thing. The lights went off, his music hit, and then he came out. But they didn't do it like Chris Jericho. The lights went off, music immediately hit, and he immediately walked out. And there was no hype at all. The way I would have built it up was I would have had the lights go out for a while, have some music in the background, lights come back on, everybody standing there wondering what's going on. And then either he attacks him or he just comes out. But I would have made a huge delay in it. I would have made it a huge delay so the crowd has a chance to wonder, wait for the crowd to get silent, and then he comes out. Boom, there you go. Even Tito Ortiz, I don't think it should have been him. I think it should have been any guy. It could have been a big WWE name. It could have been a guy that was an up-and-coming indie guy. Something with some sort of power, but Tito Ortiz, not the right move in my opinion. Are you a big fan of John Cena? I don't actually dislike John Cena. I know there's a lot of guys that do not like John Cena and they think he's the worst wrestler ever and he sucks and whatever. I think John Cena's okay. I think he is not the greatest wrestler in the world. That's Daniel Bryan right now. Daniel Bryan is on top of his game. But John Cena, as far as a character, as far as a personality, as far as carrying himself for the company, I think John Cena is great. I think he has awesome matches. It's fun to see the crowd reaction, even if they don't like him or they do like him. It's always fun because you get that mixed reaction. And then when he has those big matches, you never know if he's going to win or lose. Sometimes he gets a little overbearing with the Super Cena stuff. But honestly, John Cena, not that bad of a guy. Who is your favorite McMahon? Now, honestly, I like Vince. Vince is hilarious. Anytime he gets in the ring, it is very, very entertaining. He'll probably be my favorite. Second favorite, I have to go with Shane McMahon. I always liked Shane McMahon. I think he might be up there close to Vince, maybe number one. But I thought it was awesome when he ran the corporate ministry. I thought it's always awesome when he was wrestling. I thought he had awesome matches with Kane. I thought that stuff was really fun. His stuff with Kurt Angle, his stuff with Blackman. Awesome in the ring, even though he's not a wrestler. He had awesome matches. Shane McMahon, probably my favorite. I don't know. It's tied with Vince. Vince in the ring is awesome too, but Vince on the mic is great. Vince, Shane, equally in my mind. Then Stephanie, and of course, Linda's got to be last. This is a very tough question. The Shield or the Wyatt family? I really love the Shield. I love when their music hits, and you know that it's going to be anarchy. In the early days of the Shield, they would just come out and destroy everybody. I thought that was amazing. But the Wyatt family has such a creepy vibe about it. You know, even when they attacked Kane, that was very good, but it's very tough to decide Wyatt family or the Shield, but I do like the direction they're going. I like these groups. I like the sort of different take we have on wrestlers. They have different characters. They have different personalities. And it's totally different than anything going on right now in the WWE, both of them. I can't wait to see them face off, have a great contest. Who would win? I'm not really sure, but they are some of the greatest groups in a long time, and I think WWE needs groups. I think they're very cutting edge and groundbreaking in the sense of what's going on in wrestling right now. So I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I think they're both great. Let me know in the comment section who you like. Really, I have no idea. I can't pick. It's too tough. Do you think The Undertaker will ever come back? Yes, I think The Undertaker will be back. I don't know if he'll come back anytime soon. I'm just predicting that The Undertaker will be back at WrestleMania, have a big match. Will he lose his streak? Probably not, but we'll have to wait and see. I think Undertaker coming back, WrestleMania, maybe Rumble, I don't know, but I think WrestleMania we'll see Undertaker again. When do you think WWE will bring Cassius Ohno onto WWE television? If you don't know, he's in NXT right now, which everybody probably knows Cassius Ohno. But I don't think he'll be in WWE TV anytime soon. If what they were doing is true, the rumors about it, they were saying that they were trying to get NXT back on TV. I know it's on international TV, I believe, and it's on Hulu. You can watch it. But I believe they are still trying to get it on American television, which I think would be good. And a guy like Cassius Ohno would be perfect to put it on, a talent for their television program. So I don't think he'll be coming up into WWE anytime soon if they do want to put NXT on television. I think he's ready, though. I think he could come up at any time. But I think if NXT is going to get on TV, they're going to keep him there. And that question kind of leads into this one. With all the other shows, WWE, do you think they should get rid of superstars? So that's basically what they're asking. I know there's a few spelling errors there. But do you think they should get rid of superstars? Honestly, if they're going to do an NXT show, I think that could replace superstars. I think superstars was an awesome idea at the first time when they first brought it in. The idea was to have Raw guys and SmackDown guys on this one show. You could have big names face off. And it never really paid off like they wanted it to. Now with Raw being sort of a super show, I don't think they really need superstars anymore. I mean, it's good, kind of like a Sunday Night Heat kind of thing. They can recap Raw and stuff, but I don't know. I think they have way too many programs. I think if they wanted to bring NXT in, they could do that instead and get rid of superstars. It'd be perfect. These are very good questions. They all lead into another. Do you think brand rivalries will start back up again with Vicky and Brad as GMs with the new pay-per-view coming up called Battleground? I don't think so. I think Battleground is just going to be that, just a pay-per-view name. I don't think it's going to be a brand kind of thing, not like a bragging rights kind of thing. I don't think the brand thing is going to come back. I would love to see it come back, but the way they're doing it with 3-hour Raws, I think they need all the talent they can get on Raw, make it a super show, and I don't think a brand versus brand thing is what they need right now. What are your thoughts on Randy Orton and the audience member? If you haven't seen it, there was a video out there floating around on the internet. Randy Orton getting attacked by an audience member at a live event in South Africa. I couldn't really tell what was going on. A lot of people could say that he got in trouble, I guess, and he went to jail 30 days and he's banned. But I can't even tell what was going on in the video. It was too shaky. It was a webcam video, and I didn't really see what was going on. If an audience member attacked Randy Orton, it's dumb. And you shouldn't do that. Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo in gaming aspects. Right now, I think Nintendo is just, they're down. Right now, Microsoft, that's the one that I play the most. Sony looks like they have promise coming up in the next-gen console. So, coming next-gen, I will probably get the Xbox One and the PS4. But right now, I do not have a Wii U, and I don't really have any plans to get the Wii U, even though I kind of want to play the new Smash Brothers. But as right now, I'm going to say it looks like it could go anyway. I think PS4 has a good chance of becoming the next-gen console that everybody wants to play. But since Xbox went back on their word and said, you know what, we're going to allow barring games, then I think Xbox will do all right. It's Xbox. Come on. They're the number one console right now. I'm pretty sure they're going to be the number one console in the future. So we'll have to wait and see. And as far as number one, I mean like number one in my mind, number one in the hardcore gamer fans right now. I know the Nintendo Wii sold a ton of copies and it was ginormous and whatever. Grandma's played it and stuff like that. But as far as it goes, I will have to say that I'm looking forward to the PS4. See what they can have. I love the idea of the touchscreen on the controller. But I'll probably get the PS4 and the Xbox One coming up in the future. What are your thoughts on the WWE 2K14 Phenom Edition? Honestly, if it's going to be $100, I don't think that stuff is worth $100. You get disc 1 of the streak, which if you don't have the streak, then I guess you get a signed Undertaker thing, which is cool because it's actually hand signed. So if you like that kind of thing, you could do it. It's got a cool box. It's a cool little collector's edition, but it doesn't really give me anything that I really want. I mean, if it gave me a t-shirt, I think that would be kind of cool. If it gave me something else, an action figure, I don't know. I just don't think the collector edition is worth it. The Stone Cold Steve Austin one was way better, but I still don't think that it is up to par where a collector's edition should be. I don't think it's worth $100, but if you guys think so, then you can buy it and let me know. Again, you can always leave your comments below on any of these questions, but this one in particular, let me know what you think about the Phenom Edition. Do you like it? Are you going to buy it or not? I'll probably just stick to the regular game. What do you think about Vince wanting to do more reality shows, and did you enjoy Total Divas? Well, first off, I want to say with this Total Divas show coming out and it not being a WWE Network type show, I have very low faith for the WWE Network. I don't think it's going to happen. They put Total Divas on E, which totally fits in there. It kind of reminds me of the Kardashian show. And I know that Eric Bischoff said it reminded him of Kardashians. But honestly, I think it's cool. I think when WWE gets out of the norm, the only thing that it can do is help the product, because people see this, they're like, oh, well, wrestling's more than just wrestling. Let's check it out. You know, anytime they do a mainstream thing, I think it's good. I think they should bring back Tough Enough. I think that was a great show. I think the format with Stone Cold Steve Austin was awesome. He always put fear and intimidated people when he was going towards the elimination. So I think it was great. I think they should bring more reality shows. All it can do is help the program. And as far as the WWE Network goes, I don't think that's going to happen. And our final question of the day, are you more excited for the WWE 2K14 SummerSlam Access roster reveal more than SummerSlam itself? Well, I don't know. I think SummerSlam is going to be pretty awesome. We have a lot of great matches that are going to happen at SummerSlam. Brock and Punk, Bryan and Cena. So I don't know. I think it's going to be a great show. I think it'll be awesome. But as far as SummerSlam Access, I am very excited for that. I want to see who all is going to be in the roster. I don't think there's going to be that many names that are going to shock me. But maybe when we get to the Legends, I think that could be something that would shock me. I think that we're going to get a lot of guys that are on the current roster. That's not going to be anything that we're not going to expect. I think anybody that's on television, or mostly anybody that's on television, we will see. I think the Wyatt family will probably be DLC if they put them in the game. I think the Shield will be included in the game automatically. But we'll have to wait and see what goes down and how everything reveals out there. I think it's fun. I think it's a really great idea, though, like to pair up the release of the game with SummerSlam, talk about the roster. I think it's great. A lot of people want to know who's going to be in the game. They've only revealed a few guys, and they're going to reveal more at the SummerSlam roster reveal. I don't know if they're going to do DLC. I know last year they talked about DLC, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm very excited for both of them. I think that WWE 2K14 has the potential to be a good game. I think if you have a large, vast roster, that it will be good. Anyway, guys, this has been Facebook Saturday. If you aren't following me on Facebook, go to facebook.com/TonyPizzaGuy. And as always, Tony Pizza Guy, for Rag Out.